So, hi everyone, Snake here, and today I'm going to do an English review of my Harley Benton. This has been requested by a subscriber, and I'm gonna improve my original review by doing also a sound demo because it also been requested. Not in a very polite way, I must say, but hey. So yeah, at the end you will hear a demo of few riffs here and there, maybe a solo. I don't know already what I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to be as straightforward as possible because I'm guessing that if you're interested in this guitar, it's because you're a beginner or you're simply looking for a cheap instrument in order to practice or yeah, just as a first instrument, and you don't want to spend a lot of money. So I bought the guitar 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago from Thomann, and I paid around 110 euros, shipping included. And the guitar is priced over around 198 or 100 euros, something like that. So I don't really know how to translate to dollars if you're in the US or into pounds if you're in the UK. Also, keep in mind that you may have a very expensive shipping cost if you're in the US or pretty much outside of the EU for that matter. So the good points of this guitar is first of all the build quality. It may surprise you, but yeah, for $100, this guitar is very, very well made. Um, it's not a custom shop level of quality, don't get me wrong, but as a first instrument and as a very cheap instrument, um, yeah, nothing to complain about. Nothing too fancy, but yeah, nothing to complain about, nothing to write home about. It does the job. It does the job pretty much. And what would you want to ask more? Um, the biggest default of this guitar is the pickups, simply because they have quite a lack of power. So it's not that you know that annoying at first, or you may not realize it at first. But yeah, those pickups, they have a lack of power that may be an issue if you want to record your own stuff. If you have a home studio or something like that. And they have a terrible, terrible clean sound. Don't you dare do it clean stuff with this guitar. If you know you're gonna play something like from grunge, so Nirvana type of music, to grindcore. Okay, that's a bit of an extreme, but you get the point. Yes, you. This guitar is usable, and I think it's primarily a beginner's guitar or a practice guitar. So I don't expect you to do gig or go into the studio with this guitar. Although with my former band, I have rehearsed with this guitar and it went alright. It went alright. So you could theoretically use it for rehearsal, not in the studio, and I do not recommend this guitar for live situations. But you know, do as you see fit. It's your guitar after all. Um, so also biggest complaint with this guitar is how it was set up when I received it. It was kind of a mess, to be honest. But that's kind of a recurrent theme with instrument from Thomann. So I don't know who's to blame, if this is the guitar itself or Thomann. I don't know, but just keep in mind that you may need to adjust the guitar when you receive it. So either you do it yourself for free or you go to a luthier and that's gonna add to the cost of the guitar. That's pretty much what I could say. Like, if you're a beginner and you're not sure if guitar is gonna be your thing or not, pretty much go for it if you want a brand new instrument. But maybe look for bigger names like Ibanez, ESP, Gibson. No, not Gibson. Then you never find a cheap guitar from Gibson. Or I don't know, like any more famous brand that may bring you a little bit more of the quality on their instruments. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, also the shape of the guitar. Sure, it looks cool, and when you're young and you want to play metal and you want to be a rock star and all, it looks super super cool. But it kind of gets annoying in the long run, because this is not the most practical shape for a guitar. Of course, you can so play it like that, so the classical position, or do something like that. And the guitar is pretty comfortable in those positions, but the shape isn't the most, the most practical shape ever made. So yeah, if you're a beginner or simply, are not sure if you want to play guitar or not, I would say the guitar is pretty much good for you. Of course, I would advise you to ever try a guitar before you buy it. So yeah, that's something you may not be able to do with this guitar unless you live in Germany, or I don't know, you have enough money to afford a trip to Thoman's headquarters just to try out the guitar. I don't know. So yeah, good guitar for beginners. You cannot go pretty much wrong for $100 guitar at this price point, brand new. But keep in mind that you may also find a better alternative either on the used market, or just spend maybe a little more on a better quality instrument for like 150 to $200. Anyway, that's conclude my review. I'm gonna leave just after this review part. You're gonna have a demo where I'm gonna play the few riffs, etc. So you can see and hear, most of all, what the guitar sounds like. Yeah, and this is gonna be pretty much raw clips, because my ability to mix is pretty limited. So yeah, if you want to see what the guitar sounds like, stay tuned. And as for me, I see you in the next video. Bye!